Thanks for joining me for Yin Yoga. Let's come to a comfortable seat on our mat. Our assistant Hugsy has come to join us. Legs can be crisscross or one ankle in front of the other. You can also sit in Zen pose, the feet folded underneath the hips. Just arrive on your mat in a comfortable space. As you inhale, lengthening up through the crown of the head, letting the shoulders fall away from the ears. Placing the palms face down if you'd like to feel more grounded, or the palms facing up if you'd like to feel more energized. A gentle gaze down the nose. Maybe the thumb and index finger meet. The other three fingers fan out. This can feel especially nice in the morning to receive the energy of the sun, of the day. Finding a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, release through the mouth. Deepening each inhale. Lengthening each exhale. As you do this, observing the sensations in the body. What sensory information is the body communicating to you? Tight shoulders might be the body telling you too much time spent sitting or on the computer, stress. Sore muscle might be a muscle that's tired and needs to rest from having worked. All of that sensory information will inform your practice today. Just be aware of it. Let it take up space. So often we try to ignore discomfort or pain, but it tells us important information. So let's try to tune into it. The sensations that are good, the sensations that are uncomfortable. And bring your attention to the mind, the thoughts. Just notice what's there. Observing like you're behind a glass window in a coffee shop looking out onto the street. You can see the hustle and bustle of the street, but slightly removed. And a deep inhale here. As you exhale, letting the thoughts fall into the background, the weight of the world rolling off your shoulders. Again, inhale. Exhale, releasing the lists, the events of the day or the week. And for the next hour together, just focusing on the breath. If you're breathing, you're doing yoga. It's normal for the mind to have thoughts. That's what it does. It processes the information of our existence. If the thoughts are too distracting, tell them not now and release them. Let them go. Like you're digging a moat around your fortress. A moat separating the outside world from your internal world. But let's bring the hands as they are. So index finger and thumb touching, the other fingers fanning out. Draw them over the heart. The index, thumb, and middle fingers touch. The other fingers open up over the rib cage, over your heart. This is called Diamond Mudra. It's a symbol of strength. So let's take a few inhales. Inviting strength into the body. Exhale, releasing whatever doesn't serve. Inhale, strength. Exhale, peace. There's Mary Oliver, the author, says, breathe it all in. Love it all out. Good. Releasing the hands. Come into our first pose, which is butterflies. So bringing the feet, the soles of the feet to touch. And letting the knees open out to the sides. The feet can be closer to the hips or further away, like a diamond shape. Just finding that perfect spot for you. If you would like, you can use blocks. Place them underneath the knees for a little support so the muscles on the inside of the legs aren't straining to keep the legs comfortable. You want these muscles to feel a little relaxed, inviting ease into the body. So start from a place that's easy, that feels comfortable. Be here for just a few minutes. All you have to do is breathe. Soft downward gaze. Option to close the eyes. I like to place the hands on the ankles, but you can place the hands on the ground. You can place the hands behind you, maybe even lean back a little, that might feel nice. Taking any position that feels comfortable for you. These are just suggestions. It might feel nice to place the hands underneath that little gap between the legs and the floor. Chest forward. Keeping the spine straight and upright. Inhale, opening the eyes, lifting the head. Placing the hands underneath the knees. Gently fold up the legs. Props to the sides. And we'll set up for straddle, or wide-legged forward fold. It might be nice to sit on a blanket to lift the hips just a bit, to help with the hip tilt. So having the blanket nice and thin, just to cushion the hips, the pelvis, or holding it once or twice for more cushion. Just bring that underneath the hips. Knees up, extending one leg out, the other. Another way to do this is to bend the knees, so just a little bit if you find that the backs of the legs are really tight, or if you hyperextend the knee joint. Just bending the knees a little bit, opening up your blanket, and rolling it, making a little cushion to place under one knee, a little cushion to place underneath the other. Pressing the hand into the hands, just find that spot that feels right for you. Leaning back on the arms, placing the hands behind the hips. Maybe wiggle the toes. Just see how this feels. Starting out somewhere easy, make the feet fall open. You don't need the blanket. Then slowly, slowly easing your way upright, depending on your level of your range of movement. I like to make a little tower with my blocks for my forehead to land on. I put one block horizontal, one block vertical. Gentle gaze down the nose, looking forward, gaze landing a few feet in front of you. Help move the body forward. Observing the sensations in the legs. If you would like, you can try placing the hands underneath the knees. Make little fists underneath the knees. Help bring a bend in the legs if you need it. It could just feel nice to have the hands underneath the knee joint. Find a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out through the mouth. Just feel a little tightness from the body, breathing. Feeling the thoughts, not now. Imagine you're digging your moat around your fortress. Creating a semi-permeable membrane or barrier through which you choose which thoughts stay and which thoughts leave. landing the head on a block or something to support. And feel really nice to help invite ease into the body, releasing the weight of the head from your body. Taking a load off the body. Steady inhale, steady exhale. On the next inhale, lifting the head. Moving the box out of the way. And placing the hands under the knees to help draw the legs in towards you. And we'll extend the legs out long. Coming into caterpillar. Looking back on the arms, lengthening the legs, maybe give the legs a little wiggle. And lifting the chest up. Try flexing the toes towards you to help lengthen out the backs of the legs a bit and releasing. Inhale, lengthening up through the spine. Shoulders fall away as you exhale. Gazing at the knees, gently folding over slightly. A little rounding in the spine, but not so much. You're just falling forward. Gazing at the knees. Enjoying 3 more breaths here. Now lifting the chest up. And we'll come into swan, also known as pigeon. So coming onto our knees, our hands. We'll draw the right knee forward and lay the lower shin across the bottom of the mat. Just ease that back leg straight back. Trying to get that right hip to touch the mat. Can't quite get there. No problem. This is where the blanket comes in handy. alone. Maybe folding your blanket like a cushion. Bringing that blanket underneath the hip. Give just a little cushion. Coming up onto the fingertips. Inhale, reaching the spine, lengthening. Coming up as high as is comfortable. And then beginning to walk the arms forward, landing on the forearms. Moving towards sleeping swan. Eventually the forehead coming all the way down. Forehead doesn't quite reach, you could use a block on any setting, the highest or the lowest, helping to take a load off the body. If pigeon doesn't feel good, just roll out of it. Bring that right ankle over the left knee, the left thigh. Gently roll onto your back. Flex the right toes towards the right knee. And you can stay here with the left foot on the ground. Or lifting the left leg towards you, with a figure four shape. Interlace the fingers behind the left thigh. Staying here, or interlace the fingers over the shin, letting the weight of the arms and gravity pull that shape towards you. You should feel a stretch in that outer right hip. Gentle flex in the right toes. Soft gaze, or gently closing the eyes. Steady inhale, steady exhale. Observing the space between end of the exhale and the beginning of the inhale. The end of the inhale, beginning of the exhale. Drawing one more breath here. Releasing the hands, dropping that left foot. If you are in pigeon or sleeping swan, pressing up, pulling onto that right outer right hip. Extending both hips long. Wiggle the leg a little. We'll take the other side. So coming back into our table. On the left knee up, left foot out to the side. And sitting the hips back, sliding them back. As far as is comfortable. I don't want to feel any pain, a little discomfort. Like stretching is okay. Be here for a while, so pace yourself. Start from a place that's easy. Inhale, coming up on fingertips. Bending elbows, lengthening the spine. Careful not to crunch the lumbar spine, the lower back. If that left hip isn't reaching ground, making your cushion with your blankets or a cushion, landing that hip there. A little support. As you come into sleeping swan, onto the forearms, maybe drop the head. You don't have a block, you can make a little stack with your fists. Or place one hand above the other, and release the head down. Or if you're taking figure four, bringing that right knee leg forward, bending the right knee, crossing the left ankle over the right thigh. Leaning back. Gently flex the left toes towards the right knee. Staying here, or when you feel ready to invite just a little discomfort, lifting the right leg towards you. Placing the hands behind that right thigh. Or interlacing the fingers over the right shin. That left foot still gently flexed, like 2% effort. Be here for a few minutes, so plenty of time to settle into the rhythm of the breath. Option to close the eyes. Observing the sensations of discomfort. I'm curious about the sensations in the body, what they're telling us. Relaxing the jaw. Steady inhale. Steady exhale. Observing the beginning of the inhale. Inhale dissolves into the exhale. And the exhale, the beginning of the inhale. The spaces between the two. Gently releasing the leg if you're in that reclining figure 4. If you're in sleeping swan, gently bring the hands under the shoulders, pressing up, rolling onto that left hip, extending the legs long. Maybe wiggle the toes, the feet, and walk the legs a little bit. And we'll get ready for our shoelace pose. So in shoelace, we're going to extend the right leg long, placing that left foot over the right thigh, moving it towards the right hip if you can. So like you're tying one shoelace over the other. Staying just like this, or if you would like, you can add the arms. So you're adding the arms, crossing left arm over the right, bringing the hands to the shoulders, or the hands interlace, coming into eagle arms. Inhale, lifting the elbows. Exhale, gently folding, leaning forward. Putting the weight of the arms, stretch out the shoulders. And staying here with the arms, either interlaced in eagle or the arms to the shoulders. 5 breaths, and then decide if you want to stay with the arms like this or release them. I like to stay with the shoulders over the hips, a little more upright, lifting the arms in front of the face. You can drop the right ear to the right shoulder, getting into the neck, or keep the head upright. Observing the discomfort. I know for me, this is quite demanding on the shoulders. So much time spent scrunching the shoulders up on the computer, smart screens, sitting up. Our bodies haven't quite evolved the modern world we live in. So you inhale, the arms gently lift, rest the chest. So you exhale, the shoulders, shoulder blades, melt down the back. Inhale, release the arms. Releasing the left leg, so untying your shoelace, extending the left leg long, swing back a little bit, extending the right leg, crossing the right foot over the left thigh. I'm trying to bring that right foot towards the left hip. One day, we'll also cross the left leg, coming into cow face legs. But for today, we're just going to practice one step at a time, easing into that pose. So do cow face another time. Extending that left leg long, bringing the right foot over the left thigh. Tying your shoelace. staying here, or lifting the arms in front of you, crossing the right arm over the left. Bring the hands to the shoulders, or interlacing the arms, maybe the hands meet, palms of the hands meet. As you inhale, lifting the arms, reaching up through the crown of the head. As you exhale, feel the shoulders move down the back, a little tension releasing. Releasing any thoughts, becoming fully present with the sensations in the body right now. Sensations in the shoulders, the hips, back of the legs. Noticing that right outer hip. Keeping the arms like this for 5 breaths. And if you choose, releasing them. Option to drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale to unravel the arms. Maybe you reach them out. And crossing the right leg and extending it long. We'll just take a few windshield wipers. So leaning back, hands on the belly or open the arms out wide. Feet generously away from the hips, like 2 feet. Maybe the feet as wide as the mat. As you exhale, dropping the knees to the left. Inhale, lifting them up through center. Exhale, dropping them to the right. Inhale, lifting them up through center. Exhale, dropping left. Just moving like this. The rhythm of the breath and the body in sync. Inhale, lifting the knees through center. Exhale, dropping them to one side. Inhale, lifting them through center. Exhale, dropping them to the other side. Inhale, lifting through center, dropping them to the other side. Inhale through center, dropping them to the side. Good. Bringing the knees back up to center. Sitting up. We'll come into saddle pose or low lizard. So for saddle, we tuck the knees underneath the body, feet underneath the hips. it might be helpful to use a block to land the hips on. So bring the knees maybe a little wider than the hips, the feet a little wider. You're going to sit the hips back between the feet. Can't quite make it, that's okay. Use a block, use any props to make you more comfortable. Inhale, lifting up here through the chest, lengthening through the spine, let the shoulders fall away. We'll inhale, lifting the right arm up. Set our timer here. Inhale, lifting the right arm up. Exhale, release the right arm down. Let the palm land on the top of the shoulder. Inhale, lifting the left arm up. Grab the right elbow. You'll feel just a gentle stretch. The back of the right arm. Enjoying 5 breaths here. Inhale, releasing the arms. We'll take the other side. So lifting the left arm up. Dropping the left hand to the top of the left shoulder. Inhale, lifting the right arm up. Hand onto the left elbow. Lifting the head, staying upright. Just feeling stretch, a little discomfort through the back of the left arm. Enjoying 5 breaths here. Maybe letting a little smile arrive on the face. Facing down the nose, looking forward. Release the arm if you would like. Reach both arms up. Releasing them behind, out to the sides. Maybe head left and right. Shrug the shoulders. And gently walk forward onto the hands. Coming into table. Move our mat or walk out to the side. Take a little counter pose. We have 2 options. One is to come into caterpillar again. So legs out long in front. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. You can bend the knees if you need to. You place your blanket underneath them. Or come to stand on your mat. Feet about hip width apart. We'll inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, gently folding forward. A little bend in the knees.
Grabbing opposite elbows. Bending the knees a little or a lot. Making a shelf if you need to. For your torso to land on. Option to interlace the fingers. Place the hands on the base of the skull. To help traction out the spine. Not pulling, just letting the weight of the arms gently help lengthen the spine. You can alternate gently straightening the legs if you need to and rebending them. Observe the feet. Notice where you're holding the weight on the balls of the feet, the big toe, the heels, the outer edge of the foot, the whole foot supporting you here. Enjoy 5 more breaths here. Sometimes a little wiggle help release a little tension. Last breath. Sigh it out. Releasing the hands to the floor. And inhale, gently rolling up. Second one vertebrae off the other. And the head last. Shrugging the shoulders up, down and back. Give yourself a little wiggle. And we'll come onto our mats. Extending out the length of the mat. And we'll come into Bananasana. So you'll kind of look like a banana. So bringing that right foot to the edge of the mat. Crossing the left ankle over the right. Inhale. On an inhale. Lifting both arms up. Bringing the right arm over to the right. And then crossing it over the left arm. The wrist crossing, maybe the fingers interlace. Or maybe you just reach both arms over. Can't quite get the wrist to cross. Try to keep both shoulder blades in contact with the mat. Inhale, lengthening through the left side of the body. Exhale, maybe push the hips slightly to the left. If someone looked at you from above, you might look like a banana or a crescent-shaped moon. Soft downward gaze or closing the eyes. Drawing nice full breaths here. All you have to do is breathe. With each breath, digging that moat around your fortress, creating a little distance between you and the world. As you're digging the moat around your fortress, the medieval castle, how would you like to feel inside your fortress, your sanctuary, a place where you can retreat from? Perhaps feeling calm, at ease, comfortable. Inhale, lifting the left foot to the left edge of the mat, the left arm to the left side, and bringing the right foot over the left ankle, the arms overhead, and the left arm to the left side, and cross the left wrist over the right, pulling gently. And if this is too intense, releasing the hands and reaching the arms over to the left. Setting your body up as the fortress, so you can feel comfort and ease inside. Inhale, lengthening the right side of the body. Exhale, releasing worries and concerns. And close the eyes. Observe the breath. That space between each inhale and exhale. Exhale on the inhale. thoughts are distracting you. Focus on the moat that you're digging around your fortress. Inhale, lifting the right arm to the right side, the right foot to the right side. And bending one knee and then the other, drawing the feet in towards the body. Drop the knees into the chest. Place the hands on the shins. Rock back and forth. Draw some circles with the knees. So inhale the knees away. Draw them out to the sides. Exhale, draw them in. Just like this. Noticing the sensations in the hips as joint moves. Changing direction, so drawing knees out to the sides. Inhale, the knees move away. Exhale, draw them in. Knees back to the side. Inhale, the knees move away. Exhale, draw them in. And just like that. More circles. The knees into the chest, walking side to side. And come into a twist. So lifting the knees away from you, legs bent at about 90 degrees. And drop the knees to the left side. Option to extend the arms straight or bend the elbows, cactus arms. And place that left hand on the right thigh. You can gaze out to the right, dropping the head to the right. Option to gently close the eyes. Imagining your fortress, safely distant by a moat you just dug. Maybe fill the moat with water. What kinds of things will you allow over that barrier? What kinds of things will you invite in? Inhale, lifting the gaze. Legs up, bending the feet. Maybe press into the feet to readjust the position of the hips. Lift the legs. And then drop them over to the right side. Trying to get that left shoulder to touch the ground. Arms out straight, or the elbows bent at 90 degrees. I like to place my right hand on my left thigh. Just a little weight to help lengthen the spine. Moving up, or gazing to the left. Option to close the eyes. Sink into the rhythm of your breathing. Inhale, lifting the gaze. Legs back to center. Extending the legs long. Bringing the hands out to either side of the body. Tucking the shoulders underneath the back to open the chest. Closing the eyes. Relaxing the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Release the jaw. Feel the eyes heavy in the head. Feel the arms heavy against the ground. The legs heavy against the ground. Whole body releasing and pulled down by gravity. Enjoy these next few minutes to just breathe and rest. Becoming aware of your breathing. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. If you're ready to conclude the practice, please join me. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Line your knees up. Rolling on to your favorite side, curling up in fetal position. Finding a breath or two here. Inhale, pressing up to seated. Drawing the hands to heart center in prayer. And gently bowing the head in a gesture of gratitude for your practice, for making time for yourself today. Gently rubbing the hands together. Place them over the eyes. Gently open the eyes, releasing the hands out to the sides. Inhale, reaching the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry we went dark there for a minute. I look forward to seeing you on the mat soon. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening.